Hello everybody, welcome to Makeup Studio Amsterdam. My name is Elisa and my model for today is Fan. On Fan today I just did a wonderful Instagram proof makeup. If you want to see how I did it, keep on watching. As first step, I'm going to use our pre-base. This is the perfect primer for any kind of foundation. It will give you a perfect canvas before applying a foundation. And I'm gonna apply it using a foundation brush, in this case is number 34, all over her face. And it will give a very nice, silky, smooth effect. And it will also slightly refine her pores. As foundation, I'm going to use our Face It Cream Foundation. This is a perfect foundation for camera, for photo shoot, and for Instagram. It is a high coverage foundation, but it can be also applied very slightly. So now I'm applying it with our perfect blending sponge and I tap it. So I can work it in the skin and having a high coverage effect, or I can even have a very subtle and delicate effect. Since it is an oil-based foundation, it is water resistant, and this will provide a long-lasting effect. So it will stay during the day, especially if you powder it with a transparent powder, it will be perfect. Now I'm gonna use our compact neutralizer in color Blue 01, and I'm gonna apply it with a fluffy brush, let's say a blending brush, on her dark circles. So now I'm going to use the number Blue 01 because usually on our dark circles there's a big component of blue. And if you have rednesses on your face, you can use the red shades. Now I'm going to use Shaping Box Face It. So I'm going to use the darkest color of the palette to contour her face. I'm gonna apply it also just a little bit on her forehead. And I will apply it also on her jawline to give the illusion to have a smaller area. And later on, I'm going to blend it with our sponge. Then I'm going to use the lightest color from the lighter palette to highlight. The handy thing of this palette is that you can buy just the shade that you finished instead of buying all the palette, because we use a refillable system and all the shades are available also in refill. And I'm going to apply also the middle color as bronzer. As you can see, of course, she's not ready, but I want to explain you why I draw this line. So the darkest ones are to shape, to give more depth to her features. The lightest one, they are to give more light, to highlights actually. And the middle ones are to give a tanned look, a tanned effect. So I'm going to blend them with our still wet sponge that I just used for foundation. And I will also rotate it a little bit. And as you can see, it's very easy to blend. Now I'm going to use the very famous on Instagram baking technique. That basically is using transparent powder, still with your wet sponge, but it's very important before using powder to spread away the excess of product from her lines. Otherwise the powder is going to fix the product in the line. So still with the wet sponge, look up for me, and I let it sit for a while. This is why it's called baking. Then I take still a little bit of powder and I apply it underneath the darkest shade. And this will give more contrast between the lightest part and the darkest. I let it stay for a while, so now I'm brushing away the excess of powder and I use it also to fix the rest of the makeup. But if you want, you can even let this part with powder during the eye makeup. So if you have some fallout, the excess of powder will catch it, and while you swipe it away, you remove also the fallout. Now I'm going to increase the depth that I just did with cream Face It with a little bit of compact earth powder in color M3. So it will give a really nice tan effect. And I'm using the angled brush number 02. I'm using circular motion to not have an harsh line, and I just use it on top of the darkest part that I just did. Now I'm going to apply this very nice warm blush on her cheeks using blush brush number 03, and I start from the apple cheeks and I bring it to her temples. I use it slightly because these are very high pigmentation blushes. Now I will do her eyebrows using brow powder in color Blonde. I will first brush them up with a spoolie. This is a mascara brush. In this case it's the number 33. And with an angled brow brush, I will fill them slightly following her natural shape. And this is brush number 21. I will just fill in the empty spaces, and I'm not gonna make them fuller because they are already quite naturally full. Now I'm going to use her eyebrows using Eyebrow Fix. This is a transparent gel that will provide a long-lasting result, and I'm going to use it brushing the eyebrows up to give a very nice eyebrow look that is particularly on fashion nowadays. And for her eyes, I'm going to use the eye palette Lumiere Nude Glow. It is a very nice eyeshadow palette. It contains baked eyeshadow and also one matte eyeshadow. You can all use them wet and dry. And also it is very nice because it has a long-lasting shine effect, and when you finish one color, you can just buy the single shade because it has a refillable system. But before any eyeshadows, I'm going to use the eye primer, and I will apply it with Camouflage brush number 25. I just apply a very thin layer and I arrive until her eyebrows. And I use this brush because it is flat and it can reach all the lid. And this eye primer, it contains vitamin E and it is also anti-aging. Now I'm going to apply the darker color of the palette on the outer corner of her lid, on her socket line, and also on the inner corner. And as you can see, these are highly pigmented eyeshadows. Now I'm going to apply Classy Champagne on the center of her lid. As you can see, this is a very nice shiny eyeshadow, and the shine will be long-lasting because of the quality of the eyeshadows. And this look with the lighter part in the center is called Halo, and it is a little bit different from a smoky eye that goes from lighter to dark. This one goes from dark to light to dark again. Now I'm going to use the lightest color of the palette called Glowing Gold. Close your eyes, and I use it in the very middle of her lid to have more contrast between the darkest part and the center. And I apply it with a flat brush, and in this case is eyeshadow brush number 15. Now to complete the look, I'm going to use the darkest color of the palette underneath her lower lashes using a small precision eyeshadow brush like this one, that it is the number 20. And I don't reach the inner corner to keep her eye open. Before applying mascara, I will apply single lashes. They are very nice because they have a very natural effect, and you can apply them easily on your lashes. Take care of taking them carefully from the box with a tweezer, and then you apply them starting from the outer corner. I would suggest you to wait a few seconds before applying them after you dip them in the glue. And now it's mascara time, and I'm going to apply the 3D Lash Waterproof Mascara. Look down for me. This is a very nice, intense black mascara that gives a false lash effect to your natural lashes, keeps them well nourished and soft. It is perspiration proof and melt proof, and of course it is waterproof. And this is Femme without and with mascara. For her lips, I'm going to use Lipgloss Supershine, and this in this case is the Reflex number 5, and we have different finish. We have glitter finish, crystal finish, and sparkling finish. As you can see, it's really nice, transparent, shiny, and it's also suitable as top coat for any nice lipsticks. And now I will go back to the Eye Palette Lumiere Nude Glow, and I will use the Golden Mystic Desert highlighter, and I will apply it on her cheekbones using a very small brush like this one, like the fluffy blending brush number 09. As final touch, I will use Fix It. This is a fixing spray that will fix for all day your makeup. You can close your eyes. It contains rose water and it has a wonderful smell. And this is the final result of the Instagram proof look that I just did on our beautiful model Femme. I used the Eye Palette Lumiere Nude Glow, and with it you can do a very nice Instagram look that it is still subtle and delicate. I really hope you liked it. I hope to see you next time. Ciao!